On behalf of BuddBuds, the Patchwork team, and the North Carolina Super Smash Bros. Ultimate scene, we would like to congratulate you on this monumental victory at Patchwork 2026, a love letter. That is the note on the trophy that these players will be competing for in this top 8 as we proceed, and it will be casted by me, Finesse, joined by Nerf. I'm very excited to get this going on with you.
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm super excited. Obviously, this has been an amazing tournament. We have our top 8 finally slotted together, and the tapestry of Patchwork is starting to stitch itself together a little bit. We're finally seeing what lies on the horizon. We're starting off with a pretty nice set. We've got Ploopi versus Louis Money, all the way from the West Coast, and this one is sure to be an interesting one. Both of them having to make this loser's run, and this is where things get really tight. So Louis Money obviously had traveled a long way to be here. He is looking to fight as hard as he can, but Ploopi definitely has a lot of people behind them. So I mean, we're gonna have like a lot of the localities kind of putting their support, and that might actually give a big difference.
And before we get it cracking on this next set, we're going to throw it over to our beautiful MC, MF Joe, to let us know what's going on.
All right, Raleigh, North Carolina, and everyone watching at home, are y'all ready for Ultimate Singles Top 8? That's right. We have some amazing action coming up for you, and we're getting started with 2 of the best players in NA. Starting off with the greatest Palutena in the world, Louis Money! And his opponent, fresh off a win at Afterglow, give it up for Ploopi! And back to the casters.
All right, shout outs to MF Joe doing the MC work. Love to see it. A caster, an MC, a multifaceted talent. What can you say?
Hey, this man can do it all. And I'll tell you what, these 2 players were so ready. They were sitting down at the setup before they even got introduced.
I love to
They're
see
ready
it.
to scrap. It's going to be bare knuckle brawling. I'm excited to see what Louis Money has. Ploopi making a great run, the 11 seed, representing here in top 8.
Absolutely, and we've got Palutena versus Game & Watch here on small battlefield, pretty neutral stage. But I think with all of the stuff that's going to happen here, and yep, we've definitely got the up air, and still waiting for one of these, something to hit Louis Money. Honestly, he's looking pretty good.
Hey, before we could even rip the seal on this set, we got a lot of damage tacked up onto Ploopi. 61% in the blink of an eye, as Louis Money is going to continue to push this advantage. Ploopi stuck in the corner right now. Very, very solid pressure for Louis Money. That's going to be the name of the game, right? Louis Money can impose his game plan very early on a set. It's going to be up to Ploopi to adapt. And Ploopi historically has had a bit of Palutena struggles, so we're going to see if she can overcome that today.
Yeah, I mean, this is the tough part. You know, you have a pretty consistent character in Palutena, but the consistency of Game & Watch is there too, and we know that it's a volatile consistency and that you can kind of outmatch a lot of the characters that do some of the same stuff. The zoning kind of outzones other natural zoners, and right now, Ploopi is starting to kind of set up the stage control and force Louis Money into maybe a potential overextension.
Louis Money was ready for that air dodge there, just couldn't quite find the connection. Still chasing the air dodges, but hey, there was that overextension that you mentioned earlier. Louis Money goes too far with an air. Ploopi waiting and baiting and catches him with the chair.
So far, the patience winning out a little bit for Louis Money, an extended edge guard, but the nair gets you right back in, get a 2-piece. Then Louis Money just able to reset here on the ledge, but I mean, it's so hard to pin down Game & Watch here. He's a slippery guy.
Yeah, the low profiling on Game & Watch is going to be a useful tool against Palutena. Obviously, she likes to rise on those neutral airs, but a forward tilt in the corner is not going to be something you can low profile. Ploopi loses that stock. We're going to even up the stock count here. But it's still Ploopi with the advantage, kind of holding Louis Money in this corner, as he hasn't really been able to set feet in center stage ever since he lost that first stock. Ploopi's looked pretty solid.
A little close for comfort with the up smash there. Not going to hit, though. Ploopi still waiting for one of these up airs to give yourself the vertical advantage. Something you can just keep Louis Money in the bucket. And now the bucket full. Let's see. Immediately throws it away.
Yes, Ploopi immediately lets it rip. I can't imagine that'd be too strong of a bucket being filled by just one explosive flame, but a bucket's a bucket, man.
Hey, you know, you got to send the message.
Yeah, right? And hey, I'll tell you one thing you don't want to do with the bucket is kick it. You got to avoid that bucket.
And we are still staying alive here. Louis Money 107, looking pretty decent. I mean, some of these longer-lasting active moves are really starting to win out on both sides. You can see even on the shield, the back air from Game & Watch.
Wow.
Able to put the pressure on, and Louis Money losing the stock there. Unfortunate.
Yeah, that pressure is very impressive there for Ploopi. Wait a minute. Nothing but a wind hitbox from that wing as Louis Money striking the fear of God into Ploopi already. Looking to do some more of that, but the nairs are going to come out and immediately kind of alleviate from Ploopi. You can't keep her pinned down for too long.
That's true. Still, Louis Money just having to go reset right there. And then the platform cancel as well. Waiting for the slow fall, and Ploopi able to just kind of delay the fall. Wait for Louis Money to maybe use a resource and kind of show his hand. But the patience yet again is what I'm talking about. The classic tried and true down tilt back air.
Yep, that's great timing. The patience that you called attention to is really what did Ploopi in there. Louis Money just waited and got the exact correct timing on that down tilt, but a lot of damage is going to answer right back. Ploopi does not stay down for long.
Definitely not. Up B waiting for the... Yep. The forward air not going to explode, and now Louis Money completely exchanges hands of control here. But these short hops just not leading to anything. Ploopi's kind of staying grounded for the most part until you see like Louis Money making she makes a
That's an interesting thing because a lot of the times Game & Watch can kind of win that air-to-air battle, but Palutena is a character where you don't necessarily want to be in the air too early against. And we're seeing Ploopi doing a great job staying grounded until it's a good idea and until you can really catch Louis Money out for being in the air too early.
That's true, and right there that we're seeing that with the up special. Obviously she's catching some of these jumps from Louis Money now, but staying on the platform might be a momentary safe space for Louis Money, kind of waiting out some of these options and giving that a wide berth for sure.
Yes, yes. Now way off stage, it's going to be this corner pressure for Ploopi. Louis Money's kind of gotten the most of the corner pressure so far, but Ploopi trying to flip that on its head right now with that neutral B, with the sausage in the pan. Anything to burn you, you know?
Know it. Then the nair coming in, not going to take the stock just yet. 138 though. Louis Money kind of starting to bleed out a bit. Hitting that back air on shield, still relatively safe though, you know?
These back airs being placed very precisely here for Louis Money. And all of a sudden, although Louis Money's at such a high percentage, catches the air dodge and puts Ploopi on the back foot. Now off stage, trying to make their way back. Up smash doesn't connect. She's scrambling on the platform. Louis Money all of a sudden loses advantage. Ploopi's reversed it.
I know, but with max rage, Palutena can be a little bit of a monster. Nair sending you far out enough that you have to reconcile with this quick bucket, but then throws it all away. Doesn't get the grab, and it's the forward tilt that's going to seal out the game. Ploopi, she made the right play at the right moment, and that's a shot calling. But in that quick scramble, when you're right on top of each other, it's so hard to know which way to go.
And it really seemed for a moment like Louis Money had the right direction, right? Getting the roll in, waiting for that neutral get up. Louis Money knew that neutral get up was coming, but just didn't get the timing right. And Ploopi's going to make you hurt for that every single time.
Oh yeah, you know it. But that got down to the wire. I mean, Louis Money bringing it back to a last hit situation. Honestly was on the verge of taking like a good advantage state, kind of led to that scramble at the end, but it's that edge guard that if you can't make that happen and if you can't get Game & Watch out when you know that he's most vulnerable. That's the point where a Palutena can sometimes let things slip through their fingers, and you hate to see it, but you got to come back stronger in this next game.
Yeah, and when Game & Watch is down but not out, Palutena's got to make sure to kick him out.
That's
He's got to get all the way out of here. But Ploopi did a great job from that disadvantaged position, mixing up those timings, you know what I'm saying? But this is a spot you can never count out Louis Money in a situation like this. Louis Money has made great sets happen, some great runs against the best Game & Watches in the world. We've seen those Mia sets. We've seen those tight results.
True.
Not always able to bring it home, but Louis Money is always going to be a threat in a set against the Game & Watch.
And if you think about it, you know, Game & Watch is just kind of like evil Palutena. You know? The nairs a little bit too similar here in that they are great multi-hit combo potential moves. And Louis Money taking a little bit of early percent, but not too far behind. Just looking for a grab here, you know, running almost full stage for it, but still coming up short.
The one thing I'm liking from Louis Money, the adaptation I'm seeing, is a lot more back air and neutral. As in that air-to-air battle that Louis Money didn't do the best in that game one, the back air is just going to be an auto win for you if you get the timing correct. So early on, we're seeing a few kind of mid-distance back airs getting thrown out by Louis Money, but still Ploopi is able to find a way around it.
Oh yeah, but you know, we're still trying to figure out how to punish Louis Money's platform cancels with the teleport. So far, still going to have to go back to the drawing board. Louis Money still looking for the down tilt as well, the quick high-profile over, but it's not over just yet. F tilt, down tilt. What do we got here? Yep. Fastball back air, that's the consistent stuff. But Ploopi, I think that she's still hesitant on ledge, not able to really get past the wall of Palutena.
Yeah, and it's not easy. I'd be scared too. I'd be super hesitant. The way Louis Money is placing these back airs, it's definitely striking the fear of God into Ploopi already.
True.
Watching out for that up smash. As now we're at that point. One thing that we don't see Ploopi do as much as a lot of other gaming watches is just kind of let these smash attacks rip the high percentages. We're seeing a little bit more of it this game, but last game we didn't see very much of that at all.
That's true. I think she was a lot more conservative with those in the last game, but I mean, you got to make some plays, and this is where in game 2, when you're up one game, you actually have the freedom to be able to mix up those things while you know you're strong, and you can make those risks. You can accept that there's a little bit of risk reward here.
Yeah, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We're back to square one, right?
Exactly.
It's not going to bite you in the butt too hard.
True.
As Louis Money working his way back from the corner, staying very patient in the shield. It's not easy to do against Game & Watch.
Definitely not. You've got to make sure you're hitting all the landing hits of the back air as well. Things like that just kind of extend, and it goes, and Louis Money still taking a lot of that damage right to the face. Off the top, though, you still have a lead. We just got to make sure we. Okay.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah. Obviously, it's Game & Watch. Obviously, it's Game & Watch. That we're not that worried. But that was a moment where Louis Money, I was kind of almost expecting like a down tilt or something like that, but it's okay.
Yeah, we've seen those timings come through. It's hard not to expect it. Ooh, and that Palutena neutral air clanking with the neutral B from Game & Watch is going to be huge to get out of the corner, as that can sometimes be such an oppressive tool. Strong hit of down tilt, almost killing. Do we have a follow-up? Good timing there for Ploopi, waiting out for that first down tilt.
And still barreling your way back in with the Nair. Brute force if necessary.
Look at the spacing.
Back throw for sure. That will do it.
Game & Watch is not a heavy champion.
No way.
That back air in the corner is going to take it 10 times out of 10. That's now 86% onto Louis Money. Looking to kind of extend this lead a little bit, get accordion with it. Neutral air is not going to connect.
And the up smash will connect, but only with the shield. Again, it's those smash attacks you were talking about, Finesse. I mean, we definitely are seeing Ploopi a little bit more fervent with those, keeping the trigger finger ready.
That'd be the 5th or 6th up smash we've seen. Make it 7.
Yep.
We're just racking them up right now. Make it 8. Can I get 9? We're just racking it all the way up. Patience here from Louis Money off the platform. Not going to let anything swing too early, and that's exactly why. Eventually, you're going to catch Ploopi overextending, and you're going to make her pay for it. Off stage, it's going to be the back air. That bucket hasn't been too much of a threat. I think Louis Money knows that, and that's why he's comfortable sending out these explosive flames.
Yeah, and I think we just want to get rid of it. We don't really want to keep the full bucket just because you want to be able to keep that option to negate some of these explosive flames or otherwise. And so far, that's been really good. You don't expect Louis Money's going to jump right into it, but hey, if he does, it's nice.
Right, yeah, why not throw it out? It's one of those things, no harm, no foul on that. As we're seeing those back airs that are becoming more and more effective for Louis Money, but hey, Ploopi's just going to break right through the wall, hammer and chisel.
You know it. All right, still quick fast fall fair. That's enough to do some of this stuff. The empty hops have been good in mixing up the timing, keeping Ploopi on her toes, unable to really pin down what Louis Money is looking for at any particular point in time.
Ploopi has had a very fascinating spacing when she's off stage, and it makes it really hard for Louis Money to get punishes off of air dodge reads, because she's just kind of an awkward distance from the ledge, and it's too far to down tilt and too close to feel comfortable back airing.
Yeah,
Louis Money just can't get these confirmed that he's so used to getting.
That is true. It's that uncomfortable mid range that I think is really difficult for a lot of characters who are really good at that extremes. Palutena obviously can close range scrap, but you don't really want to do that with Game & Watch unless you've got invincible frames on your moves.
Unless you have one of the craziest back airs in the game.
True that.
That'll make you feel pretty comfortable taking those air to airs. And now I'm going to be interested to see how Ploopi can kind of find this adaptation, because you called attention to the effectiveness of Ploopi's ground game in Game 1. We saw that kind of fall apart a little bit because of how well Louis Money was placing those back airs. So the two paths that are currently presented to Ploopi are, do you kind of take to the skies and back up a little bit more, or do you stay grounded and kind of use that dash in and dash out to bait out these back airs and try to punish them?
All right, and that's the eternal question. I guess we will find out here on Small Battlefield in game number 3.
Game 3 is where you make the money. We're tied 1-1 in the series.
Yeah, this is the break point here. You got to make a big difference here. Set yourself up for the rest of the set. Best of 5, no chances lost.
Triple roll from center stage gets Louis Money into the corner safely. A couple of forward airs are going to make that safety even more secure.
Ooh.
Back air's coming out, and that's what I'm saying. That little drift that Ploopi does makes it that much harder for Louis Money to punish an air dodge.
Exactly. Slower airspeed characters, I mean, you've got to be ready for it. You got to know that you can find them in the middle ground, especially when they have disjointed aerials like Game & Watch. It's really difficult.
Yep. Man, when it's Game & Watch's turn, that pressure is just so overwhelming. Up smash,
Yeah,
wait a minute.
No, that was the right play. To just back off and say, okay, I'm going to throw something out. I know it's not going to connect, but at least it gets me from the roll distance that I'm also tempted to go for.
And I don't mind that from Louis Money. We haven't seen those strong, aggressive options that Louis Money can throw out, and he's feeling himself a little bit. The smash attacks are coming out in full swing.
Yeah, you got to. You got to kind of match that energy that Ploopi was bringing to the last game. She kind of put that card on the table, and he's got a call.
Yeah, maybe you can't totally match the volume of smash attacks, but perhaps you can beat the quality. Connect with a few extras. The back airs aren't connecting. The up air threatens to do so as well. And Ploopi, again, the micro spacing to just narrowly avoid so many of these kill moves has very much impressed me.
And that's, again, you know, with the lower airspeed characters, you have the freedom to kind of do that. You know, you don't have as much margin of error, but it is what it is.
Right. Explosive Flame trying to pressure for Louis Money, but he gets himself back through Fire and Brimstone, trying to find this forward air. The back air won't suffice either. Jab in the corner, we're at 130, yeah.
For sure.
That's going to do it.
With all that rage, you know, Palutena going to get something for it. Now we get down throw, back air, yep, the classics. Looking for maybe more of a vertical combo, but Ploopi doing the right thing. She's just going right back to the platform, trying to reset.
Patience off stage here. Speaking of resetting, Louis Money would love to do that right now, but off of a regrab, very smart to go high.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing where, especially if you're going for the chef, there's not a lot of verticality on that. You don't get a lot of options, so Ploopi, you know, she kind of committed.
Yeah, Palutena, one of the few characters with options after a regrab.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You can grab the ledge, but you can also find yourself on a platform where you can teleport grounded, and really Ploopi just has to hard guess which one Louis Money is going to throw out.
That's true. Just being ready for the 50-50s and the others.
I like the center stage pressure here for Louis Money. Setting up shop on this platform, but not going to set up shop for too long. Louis Money is a vagabond. He's not going to stay in one spot for any longer than you expect.
That is true. He's a rule breaker.
Oh!
And he is a breaker of ankles as well, it seems.
Oh, he's a vagabond with a gun, shooting down these stocks. Look at Louis Money go.
All right, so far so good. Louis Money putting the hurt on Ploopi in game number 3. Still, you know, she's got him at 74%. She just needs like 1 or 2 good combos. You might not get it though.
I like the patience. Scared of the key a little bit. But still has Ploopi locked in disadvantage. Tomahawk gets the grab off stage. What's the follow-up? We're trying to find these down tilt timings. Ploopi's mixed it up too well. And again, this neutral get up grab, Louis Money's not finding it. Ploopi's getting big punishes, but an even bigger one from Louis Money on the back air.
A moment where you think that he's going to go for the explosive flame. You bring out the bucket, and Louis Money follows up with the back air. A great mix-up and the right option here in game 3. Winning for Louis Money, going up 2-1.
One thing that always fascinates me in these top level games is players' ability to have a read, know what their opponent's going to do, and still not punish them for it until the time is absolutely correct. And you mentioned that mix-up on not throwing out the explosive flame to hit that bucket. Louis Money probably could have punished that bucket on the second stock of that game if he really wanted to, but he waited for it, waited for the time when it was most important, and that's taking that final stock and giving you an advantage here in game 4.
Right, conditioning is a little thing we like to call foreshadowing, if anything.
He's Pantene with the conditioning.
Oh, maybe it's Maybelline.
It could be. It could be. Playing it slowly from the corner is not going to work out. Ploopi doing a lot of damage right now. It's really good stuff on her. Still has not been touched in this game. We're 20 seconds in. Finally, Louis Money is able to kind of break that spell.
Yeah, almost 100% though for his troubles, unfortunately. And Ploopi, she just was able to kind of maximize the advantage state, kind of how similar to what we saw in game number 2.
But swing right back. That down smash is going to connect on the up B. Immediately, once Louis Money started to catch some momentum, Ploopi was able to shut it right back down. So Ploopi definitely with a command over the pace here in game 4.
Right, and that kind of punishes Louis Money for going for a more grounded gameplay. You can see now he's having to just empty hop the entire time. Cannot let that happen again.
Yeah, this is a spot where both of these players have been finding success when they are able to stuff out a jump.
Yeah.
And now that Louis Money has a deficit, it's going to be a lot harder for him to force Ploopi to jump. Ploopi can just stay grounded until Louis Money is finding himself approaching from the air, and she is punishing that really, really well right now.
Okay, but the smothering playstyle at the ledge for Ploopi is not going to work out forever. Louis Money kind of barrels back in with a get-up attack. Now we're still stuck back on ledge. Chef starting to do the work that you need. Can we get that back? Finally, yep, the teleport cancel into the jump. Really nice pickup. And you can see Ploopi still, the gears are turning.
Yes, yes, the gears are turning indeed. Very smart advantage so far, very patient. The forward air is coming through. I love this pressure. It's just no safe spot for Louis Money to go. Eventually is able to kind of free up some space with that back air.
And you set up that invincible wall shield right at the ledge where nothing that Ploopi does can really get through. There it is again, this time in the form of the dash attack. That's going to take that stock, and Louis Money's still back in this game.
It's one of those things that makes it hard to believe that Palutena isn't just top 5 in this game straight up. Just two massive you can't be here moves.
That's right.
Oh man, two very strong characters coming at each other right now as the neutral air. Ploopi trying to assert herself as the stronger player of those two characters.
All right, now Louis Money starting to mix his offensive and defensive options together. The teleport cancel into the back air, just an extra layer of protection here, but you might need more than that for this up air string.
Oh, I like that. Teleport cancel to the other platform for Louis Money, able to evade the situation, but not able to get all the way out of it again. Ploopi just chasing down so well, holding the pressure at the corner, waiting for the missed spacing on the up B. That's certainly not where Louis Money wanted to go, but yet again, Ploopi was just waiting with a chair, ready to close that door.
There we go, back in with another set of nairs. A little bit of extra damage here, 54% on Luis, and we've just got to make a difference. He's stuck, and he's got to keep rinsing and repeating. This time might be the angle that is going to be too much to handle.
The pressure from Ploopi is just unrelenting. Louis Money eventually able to get a grab. Nair doesn't fully connect. Evasive maneuvering from Ploopi. Lateral movement, can't touch me.
Yeah. Big obstacle course set up on ledge, but Louis Money can do something similar, a different kind of torture chamber.
Yeah, it's not the torture chamber you want to be in. I'll tell you what. If Louis Money can take a stock here, the door to this game can kind of creak open a little bit. But you know what you use to barricade a door? It's a chair nerf. That forward tilt can come out and close the door at any given time.
I like that. All right, that's true. We might see the inevitable. I mean, that is what won Ploopi an earlier game, and that might just be what you need here again. But dash attack double time is going to be enough. Here we go with the chef, the bomb. Again, we're just playing wipeout here on the ledge.
How sick would it be if she does it with a chair now?
Yes.
After the door bit, how sick would that be?
That would be, I'm down for it.
Louis Money is able to find ground. We're at 200% roughly. Yeah, Game & Watch still doesn't have a kill throw.
No kill throws, nothing to speak of.
We're at 1,000,000,000%.
Doesn't even matter.
And thank God that character doesn't have a kill throw.
That's true.
That'd be a demon.
It doesn't need it, but maybe now you might need it. Because 115, and then there it is, the up air. A little bit risky off stage, but again, it's the high risk, high reward stuff. Louis Money is going to need it. And 200, finally the back air is going to do it. A secured kill. Ploopi, she's back in it, and we're getting 5 here, Finesse.
Yep, I was going to say, after that stock was taken, I still wasn't necessarily convinced in Louis Money's chances. You know, maybe if he's sitting around 110, 120, but once you're at 200%, any aerial is going to do it. Most of Game & Watch's tilts are going to do it. You just had very few ways out of those woods.
Yeah, big time. I applaud Luis's longevity there. Can't stock tank forever, especially with the inevitability of Game & Watch just kind of throw stuff at you until it sticks.
That's why they call him Louis Longevity.
Oh, is that what they call him?
That's what I call him. I don't know.
All right, all right.
I don't think they call him that, but
well, they do now. What's the play here?
Man. Oh, the music counter pick is the play.
Music counter pick? Okay.
That's where we're at, Nerf.
Nice. Battlefield.
I love how often players will go for a music counter pick in Game 5. We're trying to set the scenes.
This is the
know what's at
climax.
stake.
This is it, down to the wire. If there's ever time to get the music that you need going, it's Game 5. So top platform here on Battlefield, going to give Game & Watch plenty of vertical options, breaking through the normal limitations of what this little flat man is capable of.
Yep, and I do like the stage for Louis Money. I like the teleport cancel options. I like the platforms giving you more places to land. As after rising action and rising action, both players have found themselves at the top of the mountain, and now it's just about who's going to fall off first. We're in Game 5, and we're scrapping right away. Both players are on mid-percents, and Ploopi is going to reset Louis Money back down to 0. Ploopi draws first blood.
We've got the Barry coming in clutch for a big first stock gut punch. And Ploopi setting the stage for Game 5 really nicely, but Louis Money got to fire back 55%. I know, Game & Watch is light. We still got a little bit more work to do before we start looking for the kill.
Man, this is not the start you want if you're Louis Money.
Oh, no.
Ploopi finds the down air, and now Louis Money is reaching for crumbs, anything to take a stock. Ledge trump back air might be something to get you started, but you are in a rough spot.
But we still have the option here, looking for the back air. Great DI out from Ploopi, not going to get caught by that. And there, we saw a little bit of that in the last game as well. Didn't catch the stock, but Louis Money, playing the long con.
Definitely not over here. Definitely not over. Early response from Louis Money keeps the door open for this set, but Ploopi is able to swing back so quick. Yeah, keep it going is right. Reset it. The neutral B, the F tilt. Ploopi's bringing out all the stops. Down smash connects. Ploopi with a dominant performance in Game 5 moves on.
What a disgusting turn of events. All of a sudden, Ploopi turned it up to 11, and Louis Money just kind of got back against the wall and then just shank.
Oh man, just an early bad start from Louis Money, and he wasn't able to recover. Had a nice couple of sequences to kind of make you think for a second he had a chance, but eventually Ploopi,
a rough one,
came out on top.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of back and forth in that entire set, right? I mean, we definitely expected a longer and more fraught Game 5. Unfortunately, it was not meant to be. But Ploopi, I mean, that's a really bold statement to go for. All of those crazy smash attack kills that just kind of came out of nowhere, but big reads, like calculated reads that kind of said, like, hey, I've been watching for these past 4 games. This is what I've learned.
Yeah, nothing random, right? We're picking our spots very well. There were certain moments in there where Ploopi has Louis Money off stage. There's a lot of safer options you can throw out than charging a down smash. But, Ploopi manages to space it exactly correctly where we're catching that teleport and catching it with the berry. So, again, very good stuff for Ploopi, as you said, in the spacing department. And also, looking at the bracket, I do like Ploopi's future prospects moving forward. Just took that W, seeded the fight against Jazzo, and then Light. We could see a Ploopi losers finals.
Yeah, I could definitely see the run happening at this point, especially off the momentum from that last set. I mean, you continue to play how you did, play hot like that, and yeah, good things are coming. But we'll have to see what the rest of losers looks like on the other side, because there's a different story to tell as we look to Light's potential. Yeah,
I was gonna say Ploopi fans stay tapped in, but for the majority, the Light fans, for those that come around for Shopify Rebellion Light, you're gonna want to stay tuned.
That's right.
We got Light versus Lima.
Right. Everybody's super excited for this one. It's going to be a high energy, high octane set. It's going to be, it better be. Well, I mean, if there's anything, I know at least one of them's going to bring in the energy.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where Lima has, improved on, dare I say, perfected the kind of slower Bayonetta style of gameplay. But Light's not going to let you run away. Light's not going to let you step back.